Hello, everyone, and welcome back to theCUBE's coverage of the AWS Financial Services Symposium here in New York City. I'm your host, Rebecca Knight. We've got two fantastic guests for this next segment. I would like to first welcome Satyam Kancharla, Chief Product Officer at Numerix. Welcome, Satyam.
Thank you, Rebecca.
And Brian Jakovich, Managing Director at Vertical Relevance.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So why don't I start by having you both introduce yourselves and your roles in your company. Satyam, why don't you start?
So I work for a company called Numerix. We're a specialist in trading and risk management across the capital markets and across asset classes.
Okay, Brian.
Yep, and I'm Brian Jakovich. So, Vertical Relevance, we are a business and technology consulting firm focused exclusively on AWS and exclusively on financial services.
One thing that is so clear today, talking at the AWS Financial Services Symposium, is that there are tremendous challenges and opportunities in capital markets, in trading and risk management. Satyam, talk a little bit about the conversations that you're having here and also in your day-to-day work. What are the pain points that you're hearing?
There's a lot of excitement about AI and the potential of AI and what it can do for the business. There's so many untapped opportunities around data sets that people are not using, around risks they're not attending to, and there's so much people are doing in their personal lives that they want to be able to do in their business lives. But the challenge is governance and security and auditability and having the right platform strength to be able to support and handle those capabilities in a risk minimized way.
So let's talk a little bit about this collaboration, Brian. You came into this with multiple AI efforts running in parallel across different teams. How did you get everyone aligned across one single path forward?
Yeah, so I think, Numerix has a lot going on, right? One of the things that we were looking at is how do we build kind of a foundational platform that's going to really enable Numerix to look across all the different business activities that they're doing, and then have a repeatable way in which they can, spin up one business use case and then roll to the next one. So what we put together, or what we're working together and putting together, is a platform that allows you to have multi-agent orchestration, a knowledge base, and then ultimately a way for the LLMs to interface with this platform and the different solutions that Numerix comes together. So it's really kind of mapping the business to the technology to make it all come together.
Let's get a little more specific with a use case, Satyam. Can you talk a little bit about how you're bringing this to market and a customer you've worked with?
Oh, definitely. So one of the things that traders have to do and salespeople in capital markets have to do is respond to quotes. When a customer says, I need a certain financial product that meets my liability constraints, my KYC constraints, my risk management constraints, they come in and say, this is what I want. And usually responding to that is sometimes hours, and sometimes it's not even in the day because of all the checks they have to do, especially when it's a complex situation. Now, what we are trying to do with this, with an agent called the RFQ agent, is an intelligent agent that has all the strong, reliable, deterministic models that a company like Numerix is known for, but surround that with the right intelligence so it can take all these requirements, constraints into account and really tailor that quote to that situation. It's really exciting to see what levels of personalization and configuration and customization that we can get to, because there's all this data that's sitting around that we can use to create the right personalized quote for that customer. So that's an example. That's something we're working with actively with VR and a couple of our customers.
And what does getting that personalized quote, what does that unlock for the client?
It's efficiency, it's speed. It's also a level of service that only the biggest and the highest level of customers used to get. So now there's an opportunity for a bank or a trading desk to offer that same level of personalization at a much deeper, much more comprehensive way than they did before.
So Brian, zooming out, what does what you're building here say about the way AI adoption is heading more broadly? Are you seeing a real shift in how the industry is thinking about this?
Yeah, so obviously AI has been a pretty significant thing at the past couple of years. And to me, this is really a clear indication of getting past just the technical solutions and really getting towards business solutions, differentiators, right? What Satyam was talking about, right? Analysts would be doing these types of activities. Right now, we can accelerate these initiatives and really get closer to what the business is going to get true value out of. And the world is our oyster, basically.
Excellent. Well, Brian and Satyam, thank you both so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Rebecca Knight. Stay tuned for more of theCUBE's coverage of the AWS Financial Services Symposium.